Is many fewer combinations correct? Is the expression many fewer combinations correct? It only gets about 600 hits on Google against 1,204, a lot fewer combinations. What would be a correct way of expressing the idea contained in many fewer combinations? Would it be best rephrased using something like a large reduction in the number of combinations, or something similar?
Some suggestions that are less awkward about quantifying the quantifier. Far fewer combinations than. Significantly fewer combinations than. Not nearly as many combinations as. Much more uniform than. I don't know if this phrasing suits your context. It's just a guess.
I would say that the expression many fewer combinations is perfectly acceptable and should be understood just fine. As there is some disagreement on this, however, it may be preferable to use a different expression. Some examples of alternates follow. A lot fewer, as you suggest, this is correct, however it is somewhat more informal sounding, which may or may not be right for your situation. Far fewer, this post on alt.usage.english suggests that far fewer rose in popularity due to the confusion between much and many fewer. Significantly fewer, as Stranger on Your Train suggests in his answer, this seems to be a very good choice, and can be used in many different contexts. There are also an endless number of ways this could be rephrased, rather than simply changing many. Your own example of a large reduction in the number of combinations seems fine, if a bit wordy. Regarding the disagreement about many or much fewer, in this discussion, it is contended fewer is an adjective, and thus the adverb much must be used over the determiner many. In my opinion, this is actually a misunderstanding of the function of the word fewer. It is in fact a determiner itself, not an adjective. Basically, because combination is a countable noun, you use many and fewer to describe it. Uncountable nouns such as sand and water, on the other hand, are described with the words much and less. However, Google's Ngram viewer shows that while many fewer has been in use for quite a while, it did not become the preferred usage until about 1960. This may be due to the reasoning above, and the growth of many fewer may be a result of hypercorrection, as Tragicomic suggested in a comment.
The word fewer already holds a comparative meaning of being less than few. Considering you mean to say something like, I had few options, now I have fewer, the word fewer alone is enough to signify this. If you want to emphasize a great difference between few and fewer, my suggestion is that you could use even fewer.
If you want to support the channel, please consider liking and subscribing.